All right, today we're going to be covering some more updates and improvements to Elementor 3.27, and these are related to performance and accessibility. I know these subjects are not that fancy and wow, but this will make building with Elementor and experiencing Elementor websites on another level, I would say, like next level thing. Let's get through this step by step, and as I said, they will not sound like something that you care about necessarily, but they are very important to make your website work better in the backend. So you will not need too many things to make your website performant or accessible to users. So let's get into it. All right, so one of the issues that they are trying to fix is the CLS layout basically issues. And if you go to Google and try to optimize your website to see what the issues are, you will see that usually the CLS, the layout shift is quite high. And that is because in the past, the styles were loaded in the footer, and that delayed the correct layout load. So now Elementor ensures that the styles are loaded in the head, so they load first, so the layout thing doesn't happen again. So imagine you load the website and things start shifting on the hero section, and we know that hero sections are one of those most important thing, obviously, that people see first. So if they see things moving around, it just creates that feeling of not professionalism, or worse, Google can actually downgrade your website in a sense where they see your website as not performant. So now it loads correctly. Let me know if you have updated to Elementor 3.27 and if you have seen an improvement in that sense. So another thing that Google would tell you when you looked at the performance of your website or accessibility is that icons don't have descriptions, which was causing accessibility issues. Now Elementor automatically adds area label to describe the link's purpose. Ooh, and this one is a good one. They have optimized markup where they have removed divs that were unnecessary from some widgets. Not many widgets, but some. So these widgets are the spacer, the menu, the loop, the form, the hotspot, and the table of content. I was hoping to see that the extra div will be removed from the box content. And as you know, I always say this every time I create a container on a page, where set the width of the container to a full width instead of box, because if you set a box container on the page, it adds two containers, which is one of those extra divs that are so unnecessary. So it seems like I was looking at this to see if there was a change, but it seems like not. And if yes, please correct me in the description below. Let me know if that's just, I don't know, something that I've not noticed. Also, there's a great improvement for the search widget markup, right? So, for example, if the search widget button did not have any text, Elementor still added an unnecessary span to it, making the code bulkier and, of course, overloading your DOM with something that was really not necessary. This I didn't know, but Elementor seems to have been loading the Swiper.js, basically the library that creates carousels and sliders, was loading it even though you were not using it in your project. So imagine that being added to the engine of your website, making it clogged, So that was removed. Basically, the load of the Swiper.js library is now conditional. So Swiper.js only loads if it exists on a page in the form of carousel or slider. And it doesn't load on all the pages. It loads only on the page that you have the specific widget, as I said, a slider or a carousel, which is amazing. Okay, so now on to some accessibility elements, improvements that I think are pretty cool, and one of them is the YouTube caption support. So I have seen that they have added captions. You can turn on, there's an option, and I will show it here on the screen, where you can turn on captions, and these are loaded or seen on the video that is let's say, looping on your page, or even if the video is played, the captions play. And I think this is pretty cool. I mean, you had to enable the captions in the YouTube settings. Now you don't have. This is a very good improvement for people who are deaf or like hard of hearing, and they need to understand what the video is about, or users who are watching in different languages, let's say. Fantastic. In a nutshell, these are the performance and accessibility, the most important ones that have been happening at Elementor, and I think this is amazing that they are taking this step towards making Elementor more performant, more accessible, especially accessible since we know that the Accessibility Act is coming into effect this year. Yeah, so these are some things that they're starting to do. And I hope that they will do more and more of this as time progresses with the next updates and so on. So yeah, we have better accessibility, better code, better everything, and performance. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? Anything else that you would want to see Elementor tackle next? Or if you have anything that you want to ask Elementor, because I will be hosting a video, maybe with someone from Elementor sometime soon this year. I don't know yet when. We're working on a video where we want you guys to ask questions, ask all your burning questions, everything that you would want Elementor to answer to you and you're not getting answered. So ask away, ask all your questions in the description below. I will make a dedicated video for this, but I thought that this was the perfect time to mention it. So yeah, see you next time. If you'd like to see what else you can build with Elementor, watch this playlist here or here. And if you have gotten any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.